the man finish, man. You're doing these
they
little
put
smart
you in a
comments.
canned
And
Suck his
box,
dick,
right?
man.
They call you African, Jamaican,
Yes.
American,
Yes.
Dominican. They put you in a canned box, and you still don't realize it. You just been
What
stuck
about
inside this canned
American?
box and see everyone else as your enemy.
I am an
Alright?
African American, actually.
Okay, let's move on though. Let's move on.
moving
Let's
forward,
get
so I
back
have
to
a
the more
solution
important
that
subject.
we can do right now, right?
Well,
Tyree,
let's address my
Lakama,
Lakamba, address my
I'm a,
argument. How
but sir, I'm
you
talking right now. I would appreciate if you can close your mouth.
You're talking to a mod.
Thank you.
Get muted
I
real
don't.
fast.
I'm talking to a
you,
mod.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the
yeah,
Wait,
Kuno
ask me,
P and
do I
Negro,
care?
they
I wanna
always
hear more
wants to
about the
join the
killer
slave
robots.
master.
And mute this
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
I was really
Tyree,
interested in those
have some
killer
respect
robots.
me talking to me,
personally.
all right? I'm a fucking king
hey bro,
according
let
to
me
the
tell you
Bible.
something, bro.
But
You
You're an
better
Edomite.
we have
lower up that
Oh,
Kuno.
you better
Jesus
lower up that
Christ.
paper
Let
chase.
me
That's
finish
his
talking.
nonsense.
What the
But
fuck?
you have
Let me finish talking, right? I have a
the Kuno
solution that
P
we
and
can do
Negro,
right now,
the Kuno
right?
P and
Solution that we can
Negro.
do right now, Karma, right? So the so-called black man in America, right? He doesn't have a lot of capital, right? But when it comes to spending, they have a lot of economic power. So what we could do right now is not support the so-called white man. So the liquor stores inside your neighborhoods, the fast food restaurants, the abortion clinics, the little shops that are owned by Asians, the non-melanated people. And it's not about race, right? But these people are essentially practicing white supremacy, right? So what you could do, you can put that money into a black business, right? Kind of like a social policy, right? And eventually that money will be put back into your neighborhoods. So that's all I wanted to say, and that's a solution that we can do right now. Put your
Too
money
bad
in the
niggas
right
don't own
places, is
shit.
what I'm saying.
It's unfortunate.
Stop spending your money on like
What type of black
Mercedes
business? A black
and
business in California? A black
Fuck do
business
niggas
in the
make
South?
anyways,
What a
dude?
well,
black
what you
business
could do, right?
You can't just
You can
you
go
can't just spend
in
all your money on soul food, dude.
New York?
So you see that's propaganda that you've been fed, right? You think that black people
You
only
don't buy
care.
No,
it.
the you've been fed
You
propaganda. You
there's
believe but listen, you've been fed propaganda. You believe in a god from the Middle East, and you actually think you're Middle
I'm not
Eastern.
even talking about God
He's
right now.
through.
I'm not talking about that right now.
No,
I'm
this
talking
is
about a
I'm talking
solution,
about
right? But
propaganda.
I'm
I'm
not
talking about
talking about
Nathan, do you
propaganda.
think this guy's read a
I'm not
book about
talking about that.
propaganda? Do you think he knows
Okay,
anything
I'm
about
talking about an
propaganda?
economic
He
strike.
doesn't even understand what propaganda
I
is.
don't think
I'm
he
talking about a
does.
strike right now, right? That is
It's a school
propaganda.
you.
Tyree
School you.
saying that,
What's the
what are you gonna
difference
do?
between
Just buy soul
propaganda and
food? That is
information,
propaganda,
genius?
No, it's not
right?
propaganda. It's not
So
propaganda.
essentially,
But Terry
I'm
made a
actually
good point.
offering a real solution.
Terry made a good point.
Then you running your little ooga booga mouth, interrupting me every 2 seconds. I'm
Yabi,
actually
you say
offering a
ooga
real
booga because
solution.
I'm a Negro?
Okay.
I think he did.
Is that
And
why
my
you said ooga
solution,
booga?
I think that's
Listen, be
exactly
honest,
why
though.
he
You
said
can make
that.
it
Fucking
seem
racist.
you make it
What a
seem
racist.
Excuse me, so-called Negro.
So that's
One
right,
second.
exactly.
So-called white man.
Yeah, let me
just
just say this.
imagine.
I hear what you're saying. Okay, one second. Let me respond to your point. I understand what you're
Okay.
saying, but invest in black communities and all that stuff, right? But when you say invest in black communities, you're talking about a black community that's in the South, and like in Atlanta, Alabama, or invest in black communities on the West Coast of America, on the North. Like, what are you talking about in your local black
Wherever you
areas?
live, I'm talking about to the individual, right? What
And
state are you in?
what do you expect to accomplish?
I just told you. So the money can be returned back into the community. Because when you're buying
But
liquor,
black
sir,
people.
I'm talking.
I'm just
Your
going to
mouth
say
is
this. Let me show you
closed.
where I'm
Please
from.
let me talk. You asked me a
You
question. You
just
have to let
did.
me
Yeah,
respond.
you
You've been a
didn't even
Without
monologue
let
you
me
now.
answer
interrupting
the
me every
fucking
5 seconds.
question. Could you
So mute
shut
your
the
mic.
fuck up?
You just
Thank
said you
you.
just answered me. You said
Well,
you
no,
can
Penis.
invest in
sir.
black.
I'm not
You said
done,
so you
man. If
can
you
invest
can't
in
ask me a
invest in
Words
the
question and
and
start
community.
talking
opened your
like
goofy
just
fucking
rambling your
mouth.
mouth when I'm responding to it.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Shut your ooga booga
I
mouth while
thought
I'm
you
talking.
answered the
So I'm gonna
question.
finish
Go
You
now.
ahead.
Let
say
me
ooga
please
booga
finish
because he's a
talking.
Negro? Is
So
that why you
I
say
kind
that?
of lost my train of thought. I don't know.
Who didn't have one?
Yeah. Anyways, my point. You did answer my question, and you said that invested back in the community, right? Listen, people where I'm from, they don't live in black areas. Who own black businesses? They don't live in black areas. They live in upper middle class areas, right? And the majority of people who stay in these upper class, where I'm from, are either whites, Hispanic, or Jewish people. So what are you talking about? How are they going to invest it
Now,
back into the community and they don't even live in the community?
Now,
All
guys,
right, wait,
check
wait. So
this.
that's a
Check
We
very
this out.
support our Hispanic
no. Let me
brothers, Nate.
respond to him.
We
Let me
support our
respond
You
to him.
did.
Hispanic
So
brothers.
wait, so that's a very small percentage of most black people in America live in like a heavy black population. There are exceptions. I'm talking about on average, right? So the average black American does not live in a white neighborhood or in a Hispanic, well, Hispanic and black somewhat, but the average black person doesn't live in a white neighborhood, right? That doesn't happen, at least not in America. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but
Bro, you mean
essentially, right?
ghettos?
If you're not
No, no,
ghettos,
Ghettos
no.
that they
Let,
don't even own?
okay,
even
Fuck
let
are
me
you
address
talking
your
about?
point. You said that
no, sir, I'm
invest
not
in
done
black
speaking, man.
businesses.
You keep like you
No, no,
constantly
because
speak over me.
you
Wait, let
strawman
me
me. You
finish. Let me
strawman me.
finish, man. Stop over talking me.
I gotta correct. I gotta correct you because you strawman me. You said I was talking about black businesses. You said invest in black businesses so that in return it will go back into your community. Black businesses, right? They are not in black communities. They aren't. They in
It's
little
true.
fringe communities. And the people who own these black businesses, they don't live in black areas. That's my fucking point. I'm not talking about the average person because the average black person isn't a business owner. So let's get back on point. I'm
It's
gonna
true.
mute your bitch ass.
Go bitch ass nigga. Yeah, nigga.
Wait, so are
Go
you
ahead.
then gonna are you gonna like
You
stop?
got muted,
All right,
nigga.
please stop
Yeah.
muting me. All right, you cannot sit here and ask me a question and start over talking me. What you're saying is factually incorrect, right? Right. On
Yeah,
average,
nigga.
black people do live in black neighborhoods. Matter of fact, fuck that. Pull me your numbers. Like, tell me where you're getting your numbers from. I'd like to take a look at it because you're just pulling shit out of your ass at this
Black
point.
business owners,
Mhm.
black businesses. That's what you were talking about.
Okay, I just asked you for your numbers, right? I'm talking about averages and you're talking about exceptions. And
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
you
the fact
forgot
that
that you was
black people
are you fucking high
predominantly.
or something like that?
Yeah, he is.
Is he high?
He's high on
You were talking
education.
about
That's why education should be black people's biggest, fucking issue.
exactly. I 100% agree with you on that. That's the problem right there. Education. If these guys understand how to critically think, they wouldn't be thinking the same way they're thinking.
It's true.
But it's
all right,
it's
go and
like
give
you
me
said, it's
those numbers and come
propaganda.
back to me when you have them. Right?
Oh no.
You're not even on topic, bro.
You said what?
You're not even on topic. You were talking about
I'm on topic.
what you call it, buying stuff, right? Supporting black businesses. So in return, the black business could support black communities. That's what you were talking about.
And I was also
Let me
talking
ask you
about
this question: the
breeding
average
out
black
people.
person, does the average black person own a business? Yes or no?
No, that's not the average white
That's my
person doesn't own
point.
a business. What's your point? Majority of people, right? They
No,
work for somebody. They're
the
employed by.
yes,
They're
the
employed. They're
outliers
employed
own
by. Wait,
businesses,
let me
and
finish
those
talk. You see how you
outliers don't
constantly
live
overtalk
in
me?
black
Every time
communities.
I try to respond to you, you constantly overtalk me. Right? The average person in America doesn't own a business. Right? That's not my
We
point.
talk about
Right?
black people.
My whole point is breeding out, these businesses that are doing nothing but just they're in your neighborhood for capital, right? So like liquor stores, right? Those are not very beneficial for anybody, right? So you can simply use that money towards something else, right? To something that actually wants to invest in your community, right?
Black
Fucking
businesses
idiot.
don't invest in your community. What are you talking about?
Black people are predominantly relegated to ghettos that they don't own. That's what, like, you don't understand that they don't own the neighborhoods that they live in, so they can't have any black businesses around them. And even if they had black business around them niggas will not live in that fucking neighborhood because that is the ghetto.
Exactly.
They're trying to
They
move
live
with
in
the white people, dude.
earlier.
Wait, you think the average white man owns his neighborhood? Like you see how like
What?
Nigga, we're not talking about
minded
the
you
white
think
man. The white man
you
owns
think white
America. We're
people
talking about
own
how niggas don't
everything?
own shit.
Man, you know how much capital, like the spending capital that black people have, right? It's a lot of
Nigga,
fucking
that's
capital,
because, bro, we are
right?
impulse
They spend a lot of
purchasers.
money
We
on
are
unnecessary
consumers,
things.
bro.
We are a product of America.
We buy
You're
America
talking
Jordans
about,
and
and I'm talking
weave,
about being
dude.
producers,
We buy
right?
Newports and shit, bro. Even though we know that shit is terrible for our lungs. That's what, like,
White
we
people
consume the
fucking
most
smoke
stupid
too, bro.
shit because we're stupid people. We're uneducated, and so we don't
You
know
see
how
how
to save
low
our
you talk
money
about
or
yourself?
spend
You
it
see how
on.
low?
Nigga,
It's just
I
sad.
don't.
Look
You
how
don't
you
see me
talking
spending
about
my
it.
money on all this stupid frivolous shit.
Look how
I'm
you
talking
saying
about
that
how my people do that.
you're talking about how you're stupid people. You don't think white people smoke cigarettes too, bro? Can we get numbers
Nigga,
on
they
this,
can
bro? Like,
afford to do that shit. We cannot.
they can
Like,
afford.
what is
No,
so
that's
hard to
not black
understand
people.
about this?
Wait, you think
We
black
at the
people don't have
bottom of
capital in
the
America,
social
man?
construct.
Man, you're truly just mistaken. A lot of
Just
black
because we
people are
keep because
moving
we
up in the
buy a lot of
social
shit,
ladder. Black people are moving up on the
dude.
social ladder, right? And
We are
it's kind
poor.
of you think you're in like the 1600s, right? Yeah, they are. The quality of life is
Yes, I
getting better
think I
for
am
Black
the
Americans,
1600s,
right? The
and that's
quality of
why
life
I just want to
are
fucking
moving,
lynch
right?
black people every time I
Black
see them,
people are
dude.
getting more educated. They're
I live
making
in
more
the
money, right? Everything is going up for Black people all
yeah,
across
but
the
the
board.
people that are
So
educated and making money don't live in predominantly black areas. They live around white folks
that's not
because they
true.
they
That is
have
not true. That is
Is it
not
not
true.
true? Are
That's
you
not
serious
true.
right now?
That is not
Yeah,
true.
Wait, so
That
educated
bro, you
black
don't know
people that
struggle.
make money live in the hood. Is that what you're saying?
Bro, this
they
dude
can.
just
I'm not
sounds
talking
smart.
about the hood. I'm
This
talking about
dude is
they can just. It can be a
We're talking
highly
about
educated black
predominantly black
neighborhood.
areas, friend.
The problem is that you think black people have absolutely no capital and that they're just all living in poverty, which is not the case because everything is going up.
Nigga, you just said yourself,
And you,
bro. Black people predominate the inner city. Black people predominate the ghettos around America. Like you have admitted that yourself.
yes, I do admit
And
that
they
they
don't
are in
own
urban
those.
environments.
They don't own
Right?
anything in those urban environments either. The niggas
That's
live in
not true.
project
That's
homes.
not true. That's not true. Do you have a rebuttlement besides this shocked fucking face of yours?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say, dude. Like,
that are so-called
You're so
culture,
ignorant,
dude.
black
You're
people on them.
truly lost that you think black people have no
Dude,
capital. They're
So
uneducated.
all the HUD
bro,
homes,
it's not that
all
they
the HUD
don't.
homes that are being built
You
that are apartments, do black people own them? Do black
you are
people own the condom? Do black people own the apartments they live in the inner city?
you are fed
Do
up.
black people own the land that they rent for a store in the inner city?
No.
No, black people do not own that. White people own it. Black people rent it. It's a big difference between owning and renting.
Okay,
You can take a
done?
loan
You
out
ain't
on
got.
something you own. You can't take a loan out on something you rent.
Are you done? Okay. Essentially,
Young
right?
niggas,
What I'm
man.
trying to wait. You're thinking so low of black people, right? And it's kind of sad, right? They have more. They have way more access to capital than before, right? They're getting educated, right? They're in the healthcare system. They're engineers. They're teachers. They're police officers. They're lawyers. There are all these different things, right? And a lot of the money that they spend go towards something else, right? It doesn't have to.
Rims, chains, yeah.
It
No,
doesn't
not
have
the
to
ones
go.
he's talking
Sorry.
about. The ones that he is talking about do not spend money on rims, chains, and the other frivolous stuff that poor black
Yeah,
people spend it on. Black
exactly.
people
Yeah.
that start moving up
And
the
you may
ladder
you
do
may
not
call it
buy that
frivolous
shit.
and all, but I'm getting those new fucking rims, bro.
So
Everybody in my city
anyways,
got the
going back
same
to
rims. I'm
rims.
getting the fanciest ones.
But it's kind of sad, right? How Tyree, you honestly need to step outside your comfort zone, and you
Bro,
just need to
nigga,
walk
why
down here,
you motherfuckers
and
act like
you
you
need
the
to
only
Fucking
ones
see,
that
fucking
have
women
ever
that
been
touch
to the
grass.
fucking hood, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
you spend
Shut
all your
up,
fucking time in
nigga.
see how
Texas, right?
Tyrese,
Bro, nigga, I've been to a lot of fucking hoods that my family members live in all over America.
Worse in
Yes.
And do
Texas
you know
than
what
in
you know what I see? Do you know what I
don't live
see?
in the hood. Tyreek, I
Dude,
got
you're
my
in
money
fucking
and I moved,
if
and I
you're in
did not move
Alabama,
to the hood.
Kentucky, you're in
You
the
said
fucking
what?
Moved out
states.
the hood.
You're in the fucking South, right? The South is the worst of the worst, right? There's more
Well,
to
how's it the
America
worst
than
The
of the worst?
South is the
You know
worst
what?
of
It is
the worst.
very
Nigga, I
rich
live in
parts of the
Texas,
South.
bro. Do you
The
understand
South
that
is
people
the
from
worst.
California
The
are
South is
moving
not
here
the
in
worst.
mass?
The North is the
go.
What
worst
are
of
you
the worst.
You
saying?
have to go up north, buddy, right? You have up north.
No, I
No,
don't. I
you
live
do
in
not have to
Texas.
go up
Yeah,
north.
you gotta go to the
Come
north
down.
of the South, bro.
The South
You
Go
is
north
are
of South,
in
you're gonna
up,
find
nigga.
real
You
poverty.
go
Not
up
quite
north,
south,
and
but a
that's where
little
you're
north
going
of
to be
South.
classified as
you're
a
in the
ghetto
fucking
child.
South. You're in Tennessee. You're
Bro,
in
yeah, I
fucking
am in
Arkansas.
Texas. Like,
You're
bro,
I'm in West Virginia.
Kentucky.
So
dude,
you're
I
in
live in
West
one of the
Virginia.
best states in the
All right,
union.
you know what? You want to see
You're
real
in, like,
poverty, boys? You gotta go east. You go all the way east until your finger lands on
you're
a
in
remote
fucking
map.
Houston. It's a bunch of nigglets. But my point is that you have to step out of the South, right? Step out of the
But
South,
I've,
right?
I've been out of the South.
There's,
I've lived in the North, and I prefer the South because the North is
I know
nothing
you
but
prefer.
trash. The
The
North is
South is
trash.
horrible. The quality of life
The
in the
South,
South
the
is
quality
fucking
of life
horrible.
is better down here.
The crime
The
is
quality of life, the air,
The
the living,
crime
the
is
freedom is better here.
unacceptable. The
It's
crime is
better here.
unacceptable. The education is fucking horrible. The healthcare system is horrible. You get treated. There's a lot of
Have you-
fucking racist people,
Oh, my
right? The criminal
healthcare
justice
system is
system is a
great.
lot worse over there.
You know
Right? They
what?
give
You
a
know why my healthcare system is great? Because the government pays for my healthcare system, and I have great healthcare. My
I'm
wife
not
has
talking
great
about
healthcare.
you.
My
I'm
kids
talking
have
about
great
on
healthcare.
average. I'm not talking
On
about you as an
average,
individual. I'm not talking about you as an individual, Perm, right? I'm talking about for the average person that lives in the South. These states are some of the worst states in America. They look like
Nigga, I
fucking
live in
third world
Texas, bro.
countries.
Suck my
They're
dick. What the fuck are you
unrecognizable,
talking?
exactly.
right?
Really?
They're
Why are
really
you
unrecognizable.
coping,
Why are you shitting on the
I'm not
bro?
South?
You
coping.
Why are
live
you
in New York
shitting on
City.
the
You
South?
guys live like fucking
Exactly.
roaches,
Y'all
and you
live
dare
one of the
talk about my
roaches, one of
state.
the roach
Wait, New York
motels.
City is one of
Really?
the richest states in America. What the fuck are you on about? I'm pretty sure anybody would
Yeah,
want to
nigga,
live
that's
in New York
because a bunch
City
of
if
white
didn't fuck
men and
Fuck
white
living in New
Jewish
York,
men live
dude.
there and make money that you
Exactly.
guys
Thank you,
subsist
Dude,
on,
it's
Tyree.
like
dude.
Germans that want to
Say,
live in
say it one more
Frankfurt.
time,
It's like one
Tyree.
of the
You live
richest
Bro,
in
you
cities,
got a
but it's
bunch
a
of white men and
shithole.
white Jews living there making
the
money, and the rest of the
infrastructure.
people subsist off of them making their
First of all,
money.
The
sir,
That's what
correction,
infrastructure.
there's no
happens.
such thing as
Tyree, you're
white
not gonna
Do
Jews.
you
put
Don't
really?
emotion on
All right,
flake
it.
us.
so do you really want to live in the South? That's crime. I mean, they kill each other like fucking animals
You live in New
in the South,
York.
man. It's
Shut up. You guys are fucking.
wait,
You
look at
guys
the
are
fucking
murdering each other with reckless abandon,
oh
bro.
my
There's
god,
nothing but
it's
black.
Tyree,
something else. The
all I
South is
know,
something
Tyree,
else,
is
man.
next time
We
your
can look at
fucking
top
state
10.
freezes over. Next time your
If you
state
look at
freezes
top
over
10,
and you
right?
need somebody's power grid, don't come to anyone else for any help.
Well, no, that's different.
What?
We're not used to all this cold. We're not used to the ice. We need some help with that, bro. Is that a
I know
picture
who
of
you need to
Anthony
ask is not
Cumia
used to
from
the
the
cold.
1990s?
Yo, you boys gotta pull up to Russia, yo. Come to Omsk.
Antoine Cumia.
The fuck is a black person gonna do in Russia?
I
Moving
mean,
forward,
fucking learn how to survive the cold. There's only
True.
two ways out of it: stronger or
learn how to
dead.
survive in the
Yeah,
cold.
there you go. That's
I
it.
know we
Dude,
do pretty. Maybe
Dude, it
Tyree
gets
needs to,
so
yeah,
cold
Tyree
down
needs to
there
go.
that Celsius and Fahrenheit actually have the same values at a point.
But Tyree, the way
Bro.
you talk about like black
Bro,
people,
I
is
can't
honestly
believe
disgusting.
I can't
mean, you put
believe
yourself
you
in
and
a
the
bias.
hustler like did all these
Yeah,
mental gymnastics just to get around the fact that black people need education. Like this is why
I'm
we
not
are so
denying
fucked
it.
up as a
No,
people,
I'm
bro.
not
Because
denying
we
it.
can't even
Right?
acknowledge when we
First
need
of all, we don't
education.
need it.
Wait,
Second of all,
Tyree,
we
I'm not
don't deserve
denying
it.
I'm
education.
being
Though. Wait, what do
very
you?
patient.
Wait,
I'm being very
I'm not
patient,
denying education. I'm not
and
denying
I
that,
want to
right?
So
So the
respond
wait, do you mean
to
education is
education
What is
going
like
it?
up.
how to
What
make
is this
like
about?
license
Wait,
plates and
wait, the
now,
education is going up. You know that,
Tyree,
right?
let me tell you something.
Tyree, the education is
Right?
going up. You do
Let me
realize
speak
that,
to you,
right?
right?
you
Now,
can't compare
number one is
everything to
that
time and
number
ignore
one
the
is that
global trend with
we
it, right?
Bro,
don't
who
What's
this
the
fucking
saying
zero
that it's
fag
going
that keeps
up if you don't
talking? Shut
compare
up.
it to the other
let me
factors?
speak to you. Let me speak to you,
Hey,
right?
Kunta
Now, number
Kente,
one, we
Tyree,
don't
I'm
need
talking
the
to you.
education of the enemy. The enemy has
Oh
always
no, it's
been
Saint Pachame.
oppressing and causing, all kind of
Yo, don't bite
confusion.
your
So
friendship band
at the end
off.
of the day, we don't need the enemy to inform us on what to do. All right. What needs to happen is we need to, go out there, watch videos, prophesy, man. Wait for these devils to destroy themselves. Because right now you can see that the enemy's already fallen. Look at what's happening with Russia and Ukraine. They're already falling and destroying themselves.
Oh,
The
All we need
enemies,
to do
bro.
is
oh
That has
fuck.
nothing to do with
we
anything
have
that's
to do,
going on over
Oh.
here, bro.
and they will fall.
Yo,
They will
fuck
Okay.
fall
soil swab
themselves.
tests, bro.
All
Fuck
right?
this shit.
They're
They're already
falling.
falling
But
themselves.
Tyree,
That's all we
honestly,
need to do. Just
do
watch,
you want to look at the
and it's gonna
education,
be.
how black people are getting educated at higher and higher rates every single year? Right? You're
Well, that's
saying that
good.
all black people
Now
are
we
getting
need
educated,
more of that.
but
We need much more of
that
that
is the
because
case,
we
though.
are still very
Yeah, that
fucking
is the
dumb.
case. That you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They are getting
All right, I'm gonna
educated,
go on
right? They
mute.
are
Well,
making
we
more
need
money.
more.
You just want to run your fucking
Bro,
Uber Black
you're
talk
making it
down on
seem like black
every
people getting
fucking session you
educated is
get.
like a fucking like, oh yeah, we're getting educated more and more. Yeah, no, that's like every fucking kid should go to school. Like you're making it seem like it's like
You
like
see,
this
you're not
fucking
addressing what
miracle
I'm
that
saying.
kids
You're
are
just running
finally
your
going to
mouth.
school now. No,
I'm saying
nigga,
you're factually
your
wrong.
mama
When you
should
say
have been
all
sent
black,
your badass to
well,
fucking school, nigga. Like,
I'm
what the fuck are you talking about? Hey, I'll have
okay.
you know that black kids are being educated more and more each year. Well, that's because there was a point where we were very uneducated. And so we need to be educated more and more and more because there are so many black kids that are fucking retards because their parents didn't even want them and they had them anyways. And then they raised them terribly. And so those fucking kids become terrible people. And now you have fucking Nazis talking about, well, you see these kids over here. I guess we have to lynch the entire black race. Well, no, it's because all these motherfuckers are having all these goddamn kids and don't have any prospects of raising them or to raise them properly. It's ridiculous.
Why is that, Tyree?
Can I start calling you Saint Tyree?
There you go.
Why is that, Tyree?
There it is. And just like that, the name is born. I thank you for giving me that name.
Gibberish, like what? A lot of
gibberish. You understand what I'm saying?
ain't
Wait, what
saying
he's saying
Tyree.
is
What are
just
you talking about
inaccurate,
saying
like, right?
Tyree?
What he's saying is just
He
not true at
ain't,
all.
he ain't spreading the
Okay.
gospel. He ain't
You don't
spreading
know
the
what the fuck
gospel.
you're
If he
talking
was
about,
spreading the
Tyree.
gospel and
Okay.
Right?
teaching people the
And
correct
wait, Lakarma,
doctrine,
let me
then
address
yeah, he
this.
would be.
Let
Why
me
go on
address
saying
this
Tyree?
European man. Let me address him accordingly, right? Because his mind is truly darkened. So, Tyree, why is that the case? Why are which are factually incorrect, but I'm going to entertain this, right? So, why are black
Why
people
would you?
not getting educated, right?
Yeah, like I said, because
Mhm.
a lot of them that are born in these predominantly black areas, aka ghettos, they aren't being raised correctly. You see,
Why are
they're
they not
raised
being
by
raised
people.
correctly?
They're typically because they're typically raised by people that just wanted to fuck and fuck and fuck and nut inside each other without any thoughts about the kids that they would make. And so when
And
these
why
kids
is
Are
that?
you
finally
addressing boomers that way?
and so when these kids finally come to fruition, the adults in the kid's life, they treat the kid terribly. Maybe like the young man that fucked the young woman leaves entirely because the young woman's kind of a cunt, kind of a fucking bitch. And so like this bitch ass bitch has to
Probably
raise
this
this
is
fucking
celebrity
young
drama,
black
yeah.
kid
Can you stop with
all
this
by
Philly type of
herself.
dialect?
And it turns out that young black bitches aren't really good at raising kids by themselves. So what happens is those kids typically go and run the fucking streets, and then they learn from the people in those predominantly black areas, aka the ghetto.
Okay, you're
And
just
that's how they
you're
become
repeating
ghetto
yourself.
kids. That's how they become ghetto people. That's how
Tyree,
they
I don't
become
need you to
fucking
repeat yourself.
incarcerated or dead. Like, what is this?
Tyree, I don't need
What
you
the
to
fuck?
repeat yourself. I'm asking you, where does it stem from?
He just said it.
Yeah, no,
He,
it
dude,
stems from
he's like, I
it
don't
stems
need you to
from
repeat yourself. Could you just tell me where it came from? Dude, you are you are a tier 2 retard.
My fucking soul.
it stems from it's
fucking like
Christ.
Irish gypsy. I'm not talking to you.
No,
stem.
not Irish Gypsy. Jew. I'm the bottom of the bunch.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
whatever you are, but
Yeah, but it's like, what is the origin? He just told you. Now, cut the bullshit.
No,
out,
you
because
went
now
on a
it's getting
fucking
involved.
tangent about black women
Tyree
and
went
raising
down
children.
and told you
Oh, then
how
just say
it
that. It's a
happens in the
tangent.
ghetto. What didn't you
I don't
understand?
agree.
Where the education where black people in the ghetto are not
Okay,
getting
how did they
education
get
they're
in the
supposed
ghetto,
to.
Tyree?
Well, because
Well, we know
their
that.
ancestors or like their grandparents or
Tyree,
maybe
this
parents
is
were
what he wants you to
relegated.
say. He
What's up?
wants you to say the white man started it with slavery and taking men and women
That's not
from their slaves and selling them off.
okay.
Well,
No,
no,
Bringing
it
them
was
back to the
that's not
ghettos.
what I want.
So he wants to
You see,
blame it. He
Perma,
wants to
you
take it all back to
misrepresented
the
me.
white
I'm
man.
asking him a
yeah,
question.
and I get that. So
Wait,
I
Tyree,
get
all you,
that.
wait, Tyree.
Well, oh
The
my
problem with
god, bro,
people
I'm
like
answering
you,
your fucking question and then you start talking
no. The
again
problem with people
like a
like you, right,
fucking
is
dumb
that
big mouth
you don't have
niglet,
any
dude. This is why you
solutions.
need
All you know
a
how to
father in your
do
life
The
to beat the shit
dynamic
out of
of
you.
this conversation is so cancer.
Tyree,
Asks
all you know
Tyree a
how to
question.
do.
Somebody else answers, proceeds to shit on Tyree for not answering. Come on, man.
I'm not. No. I'm not even talking about that. But Tyree,
Just
all
want
you
black
really
kids
know
to
how to
read
do
books, man. That's it, dude.
is
That's
like
all
you
I've
have
ever
a
wanted in
You
like
life.
don't even
you
know.
have
You
a
don't even
bullet
know the
point.
way of
You
how
have
to
a
get
bullet point in
salvation.
front of
I'm
you,
trying to teach you
Tyree,
the way on how
right?
to get
That you just
salvation.
read
The way
from.
on how
Wait,
for
look,
you to
Carmen, can
obtain
you please give me
salvation.
1 second and let me address him, right? Tyree, you don't have any fucking solutions, right? All you do every single day, you
What?
run your big black
Okay.
lips, right? And you just talk
Bro,
about
first
black
of all, I
people
have
and how they're
beautiful,
criminals and thugs,
just
okay?
full size
You don't
lips. They're not even that
you,
fat, dude. So
you don't even
hope,
you
I
have no
guess.
solutions, right? You
Well,
have
nigga,
absolutely no
cam up,
solutions, right?
uncle.
Look,
All you
there
Nigga,
is
can
cam up.
one
do,
solution, generally
all you
speaking,
can
and it should be
fucking
the
do,
last of
right?
all of them.
I'm not talking to you, Gypsy. Stay in fucking Europe right now, in your shithole country. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking
Europa.
to Tyree. And
Yo, I'm
essentially,
just
what I'm
talking
trying
to
to
the
say is
room,
that,
brother. You know, I'm spreading the
all
love,
right,
You've
bro.
got
all right.
It's
Can
all
you
peace
shut
and
your
love here in
gypsy
Abbey
mouth,
Road
please,
Studios.
man? Can you shut your
Whoa,
let
gypsy
me
mouth,
let,
please?
toxic.
Shut
Come
your
on.
mouth, please, man. Be quiet. I'm not talking to you right now. Shut your mouth.
Whoa. All right. Peace and love,
Tyree,
brother.
right? You don't
this,
actually have solutions, right? All you can do is run your ooga booga mouth about how black people are
Bro,
this and
you've said
black
that
people go
3
to
times
jail,
now, dude. I'm like,
right?
where are you getting at?
Can you give me
Are
a
you getting that
solution,
my
right?
lips are
Do you
ooga
have
booga
any
ish?
solution?
Is that
Reading
because I'm a
a script,
Negro?
All right,
right?
Tyree.
Is that because
Let
I'm
me hear a
black?
solution. Let me hear a
Just because I'm
solution.
This guy's
Afrikaner?
talking about supporting
Okay.
black people and he's fucking being racist towards black
I'm
people. What
not
the
being
fuck?
All black
racist
people
towards
are
him. I'm
sometimes,
just
you know?
giving off the same energy he's giving
He's
off.
He
just
doesn't
shitting on him.
understand.
That's
He's
it.
very
No, you're not,
educated these
man.
days.
No, he's not being racist. He's just shitting on him.
Hey man,
But
why
go
you
on,
talking
keep
about
it
my
correct.
lips, man? Just because I got lips like
Yeah,
Jay-Z,
Tyree, another
man,
thing, you gotta give us the
lips?
answer without those big black lips. Quote end. Sorry.
Look, man, all I'm saying is that the black kid need education. I don't know why you don't understand this shit. And a lot of
So
motherfuckers that be raising
you
these
said that
kids.
already, and I
Okay, so
responded to
like,
that.
why you acting like I don't
So you
have a
don't think
solution?
that black
I'm
kids in
asking.
Like
America
it's not a
need
solution
more
for more
education?
black kids to just go to school.
Wait,
They
how you
don't go
expect?
to fucking school.
All
So
right.
they
You said
become
that
dumb
already.
fucking adults that just make black people look worse and worse and worse and worse.
But they
They
are
don't
going
want
to
that.
school, right?
Bro,
You
these
keep
niggas don't
repeating
even know how to
yourself.
speak English. Bro, at the very least, black kids, if you're out there, just learn how to speak English.
Tyree, were you?
That's it. If you don't want to learn arithmetic, if you don't, just at least learn English.
Tyree, are you?
At least.
Wait,
Are you
they're going to
educated,
school,
Tyree?
That they're going to school.
Let me ask him a question.
No, I'm not.
Dude, fuck me, bro. What is up with all the brainlets? It's always right at 4:15 p.m.
Wait, Tyree, they are going to school. Though. What you're saying is factually incorrect. Black people
Dude,
are
I
going
would
to
kick
school
you in the
at
stomach
higher
if you were
rates. So
pregnant.
I'm
Holy
asking for a
shit.
solution. Please do not repeat that again. Right? You're just factually incorrect. Go on.
Yeah, I've already given solutions. So,
No, you did
like,
not give
stop
a solution.
having
You said
sex
they need
out
to
of
go to
wedlock.
school,
Stop
which they are
having
going to
sex
school.
as little fast ass kids. Stop having a bunch of little fast ass kids because you're little fucking fast ass kids that made all these goddamn babies. And if you're going to at the very least
true,
have
Tyree. What you're
one of
saying
these
is
fast ass
incorrect.
kids, at least
What you're
raise
saying
them
is
right
incorrect.
and at
Black
least
people are
raise
not
them
having
to
kids at
want
high
to be
rates.
educated.
Your
At least
advice-
raise them
so
to
your
want to be
advice
better
is
than you are.
Your advice is to act
Wait,
like white
Tyree,
people.
that's not.
Oh
Tyree,
my
you're going on
god.
these
What do you
tangents.
think I'm talking about, lady?
Black people are not having
Jesus
kids at
fucking-
high rates. You're factually incorrect. Can you stop like spurging out?
Oh no. I'm not talking about black people having kids at high rate. I'm talking about black people having kids out of wedlock at high rates, knowing that they can't raise these young niggas and just making them worse
That's
people
not
than
true, though.
they already are.
That's not true though. They're not having kids at all. They're aborting a lot of their kids, right? There's a
Well,
we're seeing
not
a
enough,
decline
bro,
in-
because we still got like a bunch of young niggas running around this bitch raised by a bunch of women that just fucking don't know how to raise men. Apparently, it turns out women can't. A woman can't raise a man. It turns out that is the case.
Turns out that a household that has one parent is usually harder than a household that has two
You
parents.
want to know something?
Nuts,
You want
just
something
nuts. I
crazy?
mean, crazy.
Why do they have
That
one
you
parent
niggas
in the
are
household?
the
Why do they have
reason
one
why the
parent in the
white men
household?
laughs at you. And I
Wait,
can't
no,
blame
because
the
of
so-called
various
white men.
reasons, bro.
Can a man
Various
Can't
reasons
blame
like
the
what?
so-called white men for
Can you
Wait,
laughing at you.
Lakarma, please
The reason
stop.
why the
Can you
so-called
please
white men
stop?
laughs at you, right?
Lakarma, wait.
What do you mean? What?
No. Just give me 1 second, Lakarma. Give me 1 second. Let me just finish talking to Tyree. So, Tyree, why do they have one parent in the household?
I mean, it's because of various reasons. It's never just one fucking solid reason why there isn't a black man and a black. No, there's various reasons.
Like?
Yeah, so it could be because we like to have kids very young. Yeah. Because like it's various reasons. It's not just one. So I have to say it could be. You would know that if you were educated and actually spoke English. So one of the big reason.
I could assure you my level of education.
Wait. The big reason.
Measuring. Let's go.
A big reason definitely is young kids getting together and thinking that having sex makes them adults. That is a very big thing. Well, no, bro, this is what you're asking me.
People make bad decisions, get into wedlock, and then you end up with this.
Speak English. What language do they speak?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They speak African American vernacular English, aka Ebonics. Yeah, no, it's African American vernacular English. It's not English. It's African American vernacular English. Don't be a ditzy bitch, okay?
No, Tyree, can you go back? Let's go back.
He wants you to say prison. He wants you to say young black men are put in prison at a higher rate.
Wait, Perm, why are you just running your I'm asking him a question. Can you let him answer?
Bro, you're asking me a question that you didn't want the answer
child,
to.
By the way?
No, I wasn't.
Because it seems like glaringly apparent.
Okay, let him answer. Why do you keep running your mouth? Let him answer. Go ahead, Tyree.
Yeah, dude, every time I answer your question, you interrupt me. So I'm like, what do you want me to do?
I see how it is.
What do you want me
Tyree trying to make excuses?
That's not what I'm asking you. That's not what I'm asking you.
See, Tyree is derailing. He's being dishonest. He's lying. He's not actually black.
There
you go.
I can't, bro.
I'm actually trans-Aryan. Did you know this about me?
Tyree, can you
Uncle?
stop like deflecting right now? Can you just answer my question?
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, we have a bunch of fast-ass kids because black people are hypersexualized at very young ages. So they have sex and they think that having sex makes them adults. It's one of the only things in their lives that they can control because they grow up in ghettos. So they have sex, and of course they have these kids with no prospect of raising these kids. And so that begins the fucking downfall of the kid that was born in this situation. Now, I guess sex education, amongst other forms of education, would be best for this. If more and more black girls, stayed in school, and like black women are highly educated, way more educated than the men, but we need more of that because for some reason these bitches get educated and then they go and find a hood nigga to fuck them and get them pregnant.
Right?
Bro, I'm not going. You're asked. What do you want me to say, bro?
He is answering your question exactly. He is dude, this dickhead has the audacity to ask, how do you get to this conclusion? And then he tells him word for word, I think this is how you get there. And he's like, you're on a tangent.
Also, he is English.
Bro, like, there must be so much
you don't know what a tangent is.
You're making it. So you're saying that. You're saying
dude, a tangent.
All right,
a tangent would be if I literally start talking. If I can understand if it's a tangent if I just start talking about sports cars. I'm not talking about sports cars. I'm talking about the topic. So how is it a tangent?
Talking about how black women are getting more educated and whatever. I didn't ask you all of that, right? So
yeah, bro, no, this is all encompassing. Like, why would I bring it up if it didn't?
I was not asking you about.
Okay, bro. Well, then you don't want to hear the truth. You just want to stay in an echo chamber. I don't know.
But you're rambling, and I didn't ask you to ramble about stuff like that.
I'm not rambling, bro. You just have ADHD and you haven't taken your fucking Ritalin, dude.
Right? Okay.
What else could it be?
Well, you consume a lot of drugs, so your mind is truly.
Yeah. So
like, I mean, the dynamic just gets so repetitive, right? One asks a question, the other attempts to answer it. When he attempts to answer it, he gets either cut off or his answer gets invalidated.
No.
Can we switch it up? This is getting really repetitive.
Right?
It's getting really repetitive
about something else, so I had to kind of cut him off. Right? I didn't ask you about what black.
You cut me off because I was saying things that you don't like.
You spent the next 5 minutes typing out a message to Tyree about what he's supposed to say. Then he says it, and then we can be finally done with this. Okay?
We don't need you, this little sideline cheerleader, right? That's constantly just talking. You're not.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just about progressing this. It's boring. Nobody else is saying anything. Most of the people are probably jacking it right now.
That's true. I'm jacking it right now, actually.
I already hit them up. They're taking for fucking ever. I promise you.
Personal choice that black men in the household are willingly.
Hey, Uncle. By the way, is it okay if I'm masturbating right now? Is that cool with you? I've been masturbating this entire time we've been talking.
Okay, whatever. So you're saying that it's personal choice.
No one's stopping you.
What do you need me to mute for reparations?
Uncle, because he's mulatto.
Get him out of here.
Okay.
All right. So essentially, right, Tyree, you listening to me? So you're saying that it's personal choice, right? I just want to make it clear.
You said what? I'm not saying that what?
You're saying that these black men are willingly just leaving his personal choice.
You said black men are willingly leaving?
I'm asking you.
No, I said that it's various things. It's not just one thing. Like you're trying to make it seem that I'm saying. I'm not saying that. And when I try to explain that it's more than just one thing, your faggot ass interrupts me and you don't let me finish. So I mean, like, what am I supposed to do here?
Yes, there's the 40-year-old man that doesn't have a wife and children. Moving forward.
I'm not 40. Okay.
Bro, do you guys really not get fucking what
you can't use the F word. I have to mute you if you.
I don't care.
That is sadly true. You will have to go.
This is a way for him to just bail out of the conversation. Please do not mute.
Bro, dude, we've been talking for this long. Like, what else am I supposed to call you? What am I supposed to say at this point? You've taken away all tools that I have. The only tool that I have left is the F word. You made it this way.
Listen, don't get so upset. I'm just asking a question. Okay.
Lakama is right. The white man's laughing at this.
Oh, boys, at a 2 COVID test, they're both negative now. Let's go.
Don't mute this guy. Unmute Tyree. This is a perfect way to him to champ.
Lakama's right. The white man's laughing.
You finally got what you wanted, Uncle. He ain't running his big black lips no more.
And then we have this little cheerleader, right?
Yes, correct. Dude, it's actually been really fun cheerleading Tyree so far.
I don't even know what this guy is, quite frankly, but
just mute him, bro.
This little fucking gypsy.
Nah, dude, you just started to get on my nerve in the conversation, so I jumped on Tyree's side. I actually have no clue what either of you guys' points are.
Okay.
So
I know you're here to be disruptive and problematic.
No, I noticed you're arguing dishonestly, and I put a stop to that. You're welcome.
Coming in here for attention.
Wait, let me.
22 years old.
You're spiritually feminine, man.
Am I too old or am I too young? That's the question.
You're 22 years old and you're constantly interrupting. You're grown ass man.
Yeah. So am I inexperienced or am I old and pathetic now?
All right,
you can decide.
Like, do you have like kids, wife, anything? Do you have anything else better?
I'm 22 years old. Of course I don't have a fucking child, dude. See, this is what Tyree is describing, I think. If you have a child at 22 years old, and like me, you still don't have a university degree, you've made a bad life decision.
Uncle, it's kind of cringe when your only argument is you're not the exact same age as me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, that's not my argument.
It kind of works when somebody bends back a little bit, but if you meet a little bit of resistance, you just look very cringe.
Your ass is in the 18 to 25 rate. Your ass is in the 18 to 30 range, and you're just like making fun of people for being 2 years above or below. I don't understand.
I'm telling him that he's interrupting, right? While we're having a conversation. Are you pressed?
Are you the fun police?
Before you speak at all, or are you just responding out of emotion?
Wait, he's interrupting the conversation.
No,
right?
Uncle, I'm asking
he's
you.
interrupting
the conversation before you're speaking, or
and
are
I'm
you just
addressing
upset?
him. Right, I'm not upset at all, but I'm addressing him,
thinking,
right? Because he's making noise while we're having a
before you
conversation.
say the full
and
sentence
you
that
seem
comes out
to
of your
like
mouth?
be defending this guy, right? You're defending this guy. I know you're like 40 years old, and you may have took it personal, but it wasn't targeted.
What is up with the age thing?
Okay?
Choose something else.
All right.
Call him a homosexual or something, bro. Like something more internet-like.
Right, is because he's constantly interrupting while I'm having a conversation with somebody, right? That's why I'm asking him his age, right?
Uncle, you should probably think before you finish your whole sentence.
No, dude, like I've been listening here for 20 minutes and there was no content.
I'm not being emotional. I'm not being emotional at all.
You definitely are.
You can keep claiming that, but he was interrupting,
I'm
and I'm
claiming
addressing
that.
him.
I'm telling you what you're being.
Okay.
Wait, who was interrupting?
I'm not being emotional. But
no, you're just responding to everything that's said to you in an angry way.
Okay, I'm not responding to you. I'm just letting you know what it is, right? I'm not responding to you.
Right.
Anyways, this sounds like a great DM conversation.
I'm just letting you know you're being a young child and not
Let's
thinking
unmute
before you
Tyree so we
finish your
can continue
sentences.
having this conversation. Because the
Tyree's not doing it
time
again
to
now.
just chimp out.
You're not even thinking. You're just saying insults because you're upset. You're not. You don't have a point. You're just responding out of emotion.
Okay,
wait. All right, since you want to keep arguing with me, do you want to add to the conversation?
Dude, Uncle, I bet you're like...
You're emotional. You have to respond. You can't control yourself.
All right, let's have a conversation. Would you like to add to the conversation?
No,
Dude,
I'm
Uncle,
telling
I feel
you,
like
you're
you're in
emotional.
like post-primary
I don't want to have a
You don't want to engage.
conversation.
I'm saying let's engage in a conversation. If you don't want to engage in a conversation, just mute your mic and listen.
You need to calm down.
All right,
Maybe I'll talk to you when you're a little bit more calm.
Please, put it in the private conversation.
Shit I've seen in a while, man.
Holy fuck! Wait, Benji, do I know you?
Okay, exactly. Keep your mic muted.
Shit.
Sorry.
All right, so
No. You just sounded like a friend of mine.
All right, I'm actually gonna mute this guy. He doesn't stop talking.
No, we don't mute people here.
Uncle,
Come
it doesn't
on.
matter. Like I don't have an exchange with you.
So are you saying that it's personal choice?
Let me respond.
So Tyree, are you saying that it's personal choice that the black males are just leaving the household?
No. I don't believe in like free will. I believe in like a combination of both free will and determinism. Meaning that there are things that are out of that black male's control. And black females control, because it takes two fucking beings to have a fucking kid. So yeah, I'm saying that there are things that are in their control and out of their control. I think that we shouldn't worry about the things that are out of our control, but we should definitely worry about the things that are in that we are in control of. Like sexual relations amongst fucking young kids. Teacher fucking kids that it's not the base thing to be having all these black babies.
I don't need you to start rambling again.
Without a prospect of raising them, you know?
Since you recognize that there's some things that are out of their control, right? Do you take that into account? Yes or no question?
You just said that. You just said that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do. But like there are also things that are in their control that would literally change their environment and change their way of life, dude.
Like
I just want more of that.
Just out of curiosity, how easy it is when it comes to access to contraception. I'm legit curious about this.
No.
It depends on the area, but I mean, if you go to like most clinics and like most fucking hospitals, they give out condoms and shit, like all types of condoms, female condoms, dental dams. They give this shit out for free.
Dental bands.
Okay.
Yeah, for eating twat.
I'm from a community. How far is like the nearest place where you can get access to that? And do you have like public transport where you can get to that? Like how easy is that?
Well, I mean, we are talking about like the areas in which black people predominate, and those are inner cities. So yeah, inner cities typically have fantastic transportation compared to like a small town like I live in. So yeah, they can hop on a bus, they can hop on a train, they can literally go like down the street in some cities, like in Austin, and they can like pay, like put this like pay to just ride a fucking scooter, an electric scooter. So I mean, there are various ways to getting to like a clinic or to like a hospital for condoms if they just don't do that
range
because
of transportation, by the way, is like a global leading factor in terms of upward mobility.
Hello?
Okay.
Yes, no, maybe. I'm looking.
What?
Can I get a response?
A response to what?
What? Oh.
I didn't even hear
How do
you
you know
said,
that to
dude.
be true? How do you know?
I know what to be true. What that their transportations in fucking major metropolitan areas.
How good is this transportation?
No, the quality of transport he's asking.
The quality, yeah, they're pretty good because a lot of these places that
but, like,
black
some
people
stats,
predominate have been. What numbers he questioning?
I mean,
the stats of like how many buses, how many
transportation time between stops or distances, something along those lines, right? They don't have to have it, but you're writing it now in your archives.
Like, what are we talking? What are we talking about, bro?
This is retarded.
Can they not walk? Can they not take the bus? Can they not take a train?
Prove it when somebody doubts it.
Okay, how good is this transportation? Like,
dude,
how is train stop? The amount of time it takes.
I know in the south.
So,
dude, I can show you the quality of my public transport by telling you the amount of trains.
That's not what he's asking me, bro. We're talking about fucking contraception and how easy it is to have access to these things. And what I am saying,
apologize. For some reason I heard you were talking about transportation.
Yeah, no. We're talking about transportation to get the fucking contraceptives for free.
You're saying that the transportation is really good, right? So, like,
I mean, yes. Why would it not be good? There are trains, there are buses, there are scooters that you can buy, there are bikes that you can, like, in the city.
The same shit in my neighborhood in Russia.
Nigga, in the South. Like, we have this shit in Austin. We have this shit in Houston. We have this shit in El Paso. And Mexicans live there. I'm just joking. I like Mexicans.
Stop swigging out.
Right, but we have this shit in our metropolitan, our major metropolitan areas. They have this in all major metropolitan areas in the South.
I know they have transportation, but I'm asking you, how effective is this transportation? Is it good? Is it moving?
How effective is a fucking metro bus? It's pretty good. It's pretty goddamn good because they've been working on it for years, for decades.
Like Berlin's main airport.
Even in smaller towns?
Which is shit.
Even in smaller towns?
Not so much for smaller towns, but we're not talking about smaller towns. We're talking about the areas in which black people predominate, that being the inner cities. So why are we talking about
no good in the South?
Bro, you don't know, bro. First of all, you're talking about the South as if it's still 1854. You're a dumb idiot. Like, it's not 1854. We actually have individual states, and those individual states, as well as the counties and municipalities within them, operate differently. So you saying the South as if it's just like this big homogenous thing is retarded.
No.
This is why black fucking kids need educations, so we can have stop nigglets like you from coming on here and making black people look bad.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about at all.
That are common across the
black
South
people
is there
in
now.
the South, right?
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, like what?
Like education, they're not able to get education. What do you think?
Wait, black people mainly live in the South, right? And in the South, the transportation is not that good. There is transportation, right?
Bro, no, you can't just say, you can't just say black people mainly live in the South. We're not talking about the South. We're talking about the areas in America in which black people predominate, and that being inner cities. No matter where the fucking inner city is,
which is in the South.
We're not just talking about the South.
No, not just in the South, man. It's in the North, it's in the Midwest, it's in the West.
Talking about how
everywhere, man. Talking about America.
Children are not able to get education.
We're talking about America, but black people don't live all over America, right? They mainly live in the South, right? They don't live in the middle.
Bro, why move the goalposts now, bro? Like, why now?
Well, you made a claim that the transportation is very effective, right? And I'm
in major metropolitan areas, it is. Like, that's not a fucking lie, bro. Go to any city and find out how good it is and how easy it is to catch a fucking bus somewhere.
All right. You said that already. Harry, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
You didn't hear me the first time I said it, did you?
Right, but
I'm still talking about it.
In major cities, right? Yes, in New York City and stuff like that, the transportation is okay, right? But not every black person lives on average. They don't live in like cities like New York City, right? They live in the South, right?
What about Cleveland? Cleveland has great transportation. What about fucking Memphis?
Okay. Wait, Uncle, you have to understand.
Wait, what about Tulsa?
No, Tyree, you guys are obviously talking past each other. What he's trying to say is, if it's not up to because you live in New York, right, Uncle? You live in New
Yeah, I
York,
live
right,
in New
bro?
York City, so the
Yeah,
transportation is
bro.
pretty good.
Not everywhere's like New York, but that
Bro,
doesn't mean
listen,
they
no
have
one's talking
as good.
about individual cities. I'm talking about literally, listen to me, because I know you guys are black. And so that means that you don't listen and you just like to talk. So what we said, or what we were talking about, were major metropolitan areas in which black people live in, aka ghettos or inner cities. So that's not just New York. That's not just one state. That's not just one fucking city. It's all major metropolitan areas in which black people predominate. That's what the fuck we've been talking about. So like, yeah, it's not hard for a nigga to spend $3 or $4 to go down to a fucking clinic, literally get like a bag, of condoms, and then go back home.
We're talking about the effectiveness of this transportation. So you
mentioned it's very effective, bro. What you're trying to do is you're trying to obfuscate the conversation.
Why aren't you letting him question it?
Tyree, let me respond to you, right? So you mentioned Tennessee, Memphis, right? A very poor city, one of the poorest cities in America. You're saying that the transportation is good there? Are you really gonna say that?
It doesn't. Okay, this is moot. Real quick, because
wait, hold on, Uncle. Wait, Uncle. Why are you
doesn't matter where you live.
Uncle just wrap up.
Stop. Doesn't matter where you fucking live. You can live in bumfuck of bumfucks and only have the shittiest, worst bodega store near you that sells the cheapest like dollar store items. They will have condoms, and condoms typically don't cost more than like $5 or $6 a fucking pack. I used to sell them. I work at a gas station. Okay, you can go to any like, even if it's like it looks like a store for crackheads, they will have condoms on purpose, right? Because they know niggas want to fuck. Like, bro, it doesn't matter where you go. Condoms are so universal and so cheap for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's not what I was.
Listen to it that way, right? You're
acting like you got to get on a bus to take a fucking 30-minute
we heard you say it's more available.
It's brain dead.
We heard you say it's more available. I'm sure you could just order it off Amazon as well. I ordered condoms off Amazon like 7 years ago, and they're still good.
In these cities or in these,
I see to a lot of people,
right, in the South,
it doesn't exactly sound too tempting to spend $5 to $6 to have worse sex.
Right, you mentioned Memphis, like a city, and one of the poorest cities in America, right? How the transportation.
I mentioned many cities, not just one city. But yeah, Memphis literally has good transportation because it's a fucking city. It's a major.
Let him say why it's bad, because I don't understand it either. Why? Let's pick Memphis. It's one of the poorest cities. Why is their transportation bad when they have buses, trains, all that stuff? Why is it bad?
I don't know that to be true, but yeah, it's just not the case. The capital is not there, so there's no real infrastructure in Memphis, and it's very high crime. There's a lot of poverty.
Are you saying they don't have buses? Are you saying
no? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
What the fuck are you saying? You're not saying shit.
Okay, you're over talking me, right? So just relax, bro. I'm saying that the transportation is there, right? But it's not effective. It's not something that you can rely on. Right.
Nigga, we're talking about taking a bus to the clinic to get free condoms.
New York City is.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You guys are talking about quality of transportation now, actually. Let me just
calm down, okay?
Yeah, I don't need. Fuck you and your asshole. Don't tell me to calm down. That's not how you get people to calm down. I'm gonna actually ramp it up a little bit. I'm going to actually ramp it up a little bit. So fuck you and your asshole.
Tyree was about to justify why it's not efficient. That's all Tyree was talking. Sorry, not Tyree. Uncle, I mean. My bad. Uncle.
That's racist, by the way.
Why it's not efficient.
Oh, confusing because they're both black.
As I said before, it's not efficient, right? Because just the gaps within the buses and the transportation. So you have to essentially.
What
you
is
can be
the
waiting
gap
for a bus for an
You don't know anything about
Right.
Memphis fucking transportation, bro. You're talking out of your fucking ass, and that's why you sound like a fucking retard.
Let him finish
Tyree,
talk out of his ass.
Yeah, we
That's
gotta let him. Yeah.
Tyree,
what?
FYI, Memphis transportation is rated pretty low.
but it's not effective.
I mean, dude, no. Listen to what we're talking about. Like, you motherfuckers are trying to make it seem like a person is talking about taking a bus to work every day. We are talking about how easy it is for a nigga. Shut up.
How many times have you actually planned out to have sex? Do you schedule this? The problem with these events is that they're spontaneous.
Shut up. We're talking about a nigga being able to afford a ride on the public fucking bus to a clinic to get free condoms. It is not that difficult. It is not that hard. Like how the fucking public transportation works. That shit really doesn't affect how you can go to a clinic and buy free contraceptives?
I know what your point towards this is.
Then what are we talking
you're
about?
saying it's effective, and let me tell you why I think it is not effective or not waterproof at least. So now you have to go through some kind of effort, right? That's the first hurdle. It's an effort. Some people will go through efforts to do them. To get your fucking condoms,
to not
right?
have a
then
fucking child that you don't want?
Dude, please.
The problem with you, Tyree, is that you don't take environmental factors into account, right?
Wait,
you
hold on.
just
Now
sweep
you
it
have
under
your...
the rug.
If
right?
I may, I'm just going to wrap up
like,
quickly.
Now
you have your condoms, right? You have them stashed up somewhere at home. And if you happen to go out somewhere in the city, and if you happen to find a cute girl, and she's actually really interested in you, and you don't happen to have your fucking condoms on you that day, well, where are you gonna go?
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be fucking, should you? Maybe you just shouldn't fuck. Yeah, I hear you. I see you don't understand this because you're still 22 and you're still full of fucking cum.
About if it is physically possible to buy
Bro, you're not talking about shit. It's easy. It's easy to find condoms. It's not hard. That's the whole fucking point.
Store, bro.
Wait, Tyree, the human brain doesn't work like that. The problem with Tyree is
because you think that black people can't afford fucking condoms when I know the niggas can, and they're free.
Dude, it's
they're
like,
also
why do you
free.
take it so personal to this spot? It's like plenty of white people.
Bro, I'm not taking any of this personally. I just hate when people talk out of their assholes.
This is just human nature.
I'm not talking out of my ass. Wait, so Tyree, essentially what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
What you don't take environmental factors into consideration. You think everything is personal choice, that they're just acting like niggers.
Personal, environmental, bro. We're talking about how motherfuckers can go and purchase condoms, bro.
Wait, you always.
We're not talking about socioeconomics. We're talking about condoms here.
I'm talking
Tyree. Could this be because they're not educated on sex?
Maybe that is the reason.
You gotta put that into. Yeah, you gotta put that in. It ain't just about choice.
Bro, nigga, I was the one that brought up sexual education and how kids are not taught it.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you 100%. They aren't taught it. And they aren't taught it from not just the school, it's the parents that have got to enforce that. You can't put that on the school.
Sure.
If the parents themselves was raised into poverty and they didn't really get a good education themselves, that doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, bro. We're talking about how easy it is, bro. It's easy to get fucking condoms in the hood. Like, I'm not gonna allow you to fucking make it seem like it's just like this.
Right.
It's not impossible, bro.
So wait, Tyree. So how do you explain this then? How is there still a problem in this kind of like unexpected pregnancy when everything is in place? Black people, there aren't.
It's because you have a bunch of young people, bro. Because we have
they're financially available.
Yeah.
Where does this problem come from?
Yeah. It's because we have a bunch of young people like you that when they forget their fucking condom or some bullshit like that. They no wait stop. Instead of going back and getting their condoms, or instead of canceling or giving a rain check, they fuck anyways, and then they come inside of the fucking woman.
Yes, and this is what you should be expecting from young people. Not
expecting?
Yes, of course.
No.
Wait, what?
Their parents should. Bro, their parents should tell them how these things can ruin their lives.
At all, ever. Especially when I'm trying to make policy that impacts generations of people.
Thank you. Exactly. Just like
wait. Hold on. What did you just say?
You can't expect somebody that lives.
Bro, what did he say? Not what you said, Uncle. Like he did. You didn't say shit. I'm asking him.
All right, remind him.
What I'm saying is, I think the most dangerous thing for policymakers is to rely on people acting their best.
Okay, so we're not talking about policies. We're not talking about policymakers. We're talking about how easy it is. We're talking about dude. First of all, I was 16. I was 15. I was 14. I was fucking. I was getting my dick sucked. So you acting like oh bro, oh my, I'm turning him down, bro. He's being a fucking dumb coon. So you acting. Bro, why? What is this?
Finish, man. Let Tyree finish.
This might be.
Let Tyree finish.
Shut up, Nathan.
Let Tyree finish, man.
Shut the hell up, Nathan.
Let Tyree finish.
You acting like getting condoms is just like this big thing, and that there's so many fucking roadblocks in the way. When in fact there's just a bunch of young, dumb, horny niggas, indeed full of cum, just doing it what their body tells them to do because they don't have any self-control because they were not taught.
You're getting it. You're talking you're talking about people that have basically just transitioned out of puberty, just being a complete hormonal mess. Now at their sexual peak, This is what the human body seeks
Yeah,
to produce
bro.
the
Wait,
most.
wait, wait,
And
wait, wait.
you're
So
gonna
there's
take
a
the
reason.
risk that,
Oh my god, bro.
none of them are gonna make stupid mistakes.
All right. So wait. So there's a reason why white and fucking Asian kids in America still are very sexually active, but somehow don't have a lot of fucking kids. But there are a reason. Stop. Shut up. Shut up. You're dumb black. Shut the fuck up for a second. So there are also reasons why African American and fucking Mexican kids have kids out of the fucking wazoo when they're young. It's because Mexican people come from a very impoverished land, where kids fuck other kids rampantly and have kids very young. Because motherfuckers die early in Mexico.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing in the fucking hood, and it revolves around education, sexual education, and then it also revolves around home life. And so we have to better those things. Like, what's so hard?
Also, Tyree,
how do we go about bettering those things?
It's also a thing in Appalachia and the
Okay.
rural communities in the Mid Atlantic states, because the white kids are doing the same thing. They're poor. They have kids, and that's why the birth rate for white people in poor economic areas is almost as high as black people in the northern ghettos.
Tyree doesn't care about that. He just cares about.
Yeah, I do care about that. What the fuck? It's poverty and uneducated kids. Like the fuck? That's the same shit.
All right, so you mentioned like solutions. What solution do you have in place, Tyree?
Oh my god, bro, we're going in circles. This nigga, like, what do you think the fucking solution would be to uneducated kids that don't know anything about sex and how it works? What do you think the solution would be? Maybe to teach them.
That's what I'm.
Do you think that the solution might be to teach these fucking kids? Do you think?
Yes.
Do you think the solution might be to teach these kids and show these kids the ramifications of what happens when you have sex indiscriminately?
It's almost as if this is pushed globally around the world in developing places of the world because this is proven to actually work.
The first time in America, when a sex ed teacher put a condom on a banana, the right wingers went crazy because they were showing how to put condoms.
It has sexual content in the classroom. It's the perverted liberals.
So that was exactly perverted liberals.
The perverted libtards.
Sex education class, and how to have safe sex, but the conservatives went crazy and they started banning these type of classes, and they started making where it was mandatory to have sex ed. Now it's up to school districts. And some school districts don't even practice safe sex ed. They practice abstinence. And abstinence,
especially in the South.
Kids. That's actually in the North too. It's just not in the South. So now
in the North, it's a lot better. The education system is a lot better.
This guy's not starting my fucking Zoom because he didn't get my text.
Yeah, please let Perm explain.
So, and I'm gonna tell you why I know this, because I was a school teacher. And I taught special education, and you still had to teach kids in special education, sex education. And we had to teach them abstinence. We could not show them anything that was that was deemed sexually explicit. So you couldn't even show a picture in a biology book of a vagina or a penis, because that was sexually explicit. In the curriculum.
So backwards.
Yes, it's
like we cannot teach you about reality because it's too sexy or too sexually explicit.
You see, and these are some of the problems that you have to.
Go in at one point in time. You could go in the health, in the nurse's office in the school, and if you were 16 or older, you could get free condoms in the school. But then they stopped that too, when they stopped the other forms of sex education. So yes, bring back sex education.
Wait, so the problem is that there's a problem in the system. That's what I'm hearing? That there's a problem in the system that needs to be addressed?
The problem is the system. The problem is a system that needs to be addressed in the system.
Okay.
Teach kids sex. Sex is going to happen whether you are a parent that believes it or not.
Yeah.
Your child
You're either going to teach them or they're going to do it, but they're going to do it wrong. And this is
exactly
how you end up with excess
solutions
kids.
that I was looking for, right? Instead of spurging the fuck out every 5 seconds.
No, Tyree was not
solution,
spurging out. Tyree was trying to tell you stuff, and you kept trying to back him in a corner. So now I'm going to give it back.
Unsuccessfully, might I add, because you're fucking Nimrod. You know what I mean?
I'm going to give it back to Saint
a lot of
Tyree,
BTFOs in here, guys. We're all very cool. Moving on.
Thank you, Saint Tyree.
But
thank you, brother.
Saint Tyree. Peace be upon him. Thank you.
Yeah. No, Tyree was kind of spurging out, very angry, man. He's a lot calm now.
Shit tier gaslighting, my man. I gotta tell you.
I'm not. You was like yelling and
it's not good.
On. and like you know
But
he
you
was
know what
rubbing
though?
your
This
face
guy,
all over. You
Uncle,
was a
he
very
sounds
angry guy.
smart.
So
He
I'm glad you
sounds
calmed
very
down.
smart.
Bro, you know I was
Yeah.
putting lotion on when I was rubbing my face, right?
Yes,
that wasn't me.
It
Like,
didn't look like you applied any lotion.
bro,
on your face.
yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
But take a chill pill. All right, that's all.
That's
one
once
solution,
again
right?
terrible
But it's
gaslighting,
more,
dude.
but it's more than just like, all right, we teach them what goes on in the home, which is really good. But now, what happened when it gets?
We teach them what
outside of
goes on in the home. That's not what I said.
When
You
the-
fucking
I'm saying,
monkey.
all right, we
When the
teach them
killer
what goes on,
robots
like,
come to the
during sex.
hood,
Now, what about like
you guys are
outside
gonna
the
bitch
environment?
out.
What? You said outside the environment? What environment are you talking about?
No, outside the school, like outside the school setting. Because you just
What do
said
you
there's,
mean
like,
outside the
multitude
school?
of-
What are you saying about? What are you saying right now?
You said there's multitude
He's
of
talking
reasons,
about
right?
in the
And
in the
perm,
homes, in the home.
like, because perm
You talking
offered
about
a
in the house?
solution. Yeah, I'm talking about like
I'm
in the
gonna lose my
house,
fucking
outside of
Bro,
the
I mean,
school.
like, dude, all of this shit, like the two